Hey, I'm just going to get some video of this truck, 2001 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. It's got the 6.0 liter V8. It's got the 4L80E, the big transmission, the big rear end. It's got the beefier frame and rear end. It's got a 3-inch lift. Tires are a little bit bigger than the stock size tires. You can see there's some pretty good tread left on those tires. Should be enough tread to last you. Definitely get you through another season for sure. So you got these have the 8 lugs, and you can see by the size of the frame, it's got the heavy duty frame. So it's got the Nerf bars or whatever you call them. You do have this one pretty good sized ding right here. I got a paintless dent guy that can get that out. I'm sure you can get somebody. Again, you can see the tire tread looks good. Those plastic things that go in here that are like a plastic shroud, those are missing, so you'd probably want to replace those. You might want to. This is nice for getting in here if you needed to deal with oxygen sensors or anything. You know, you'd have easy access if you want to leave that open. There is a little bit of damage to the foil on the grill. That's pretty common. The paint looks good, but on the hood you can see where you do have some clear coat peeling and a little bit of fading up here. The rest of the paint's pretty glossy. There's maybe a handful of just some really minor dings. If you look, you might see there's a little ding up there. You know, there's a little ding right there, and a couple other little dings back there you might want to get popped out if you're picky about that. I was planning on getting those popped out. You can get a look in here. I mean, the motor's pretty dry. Again, you can see the tires are good. I mean, tires are pretty expensive. I probably wouldn't want to be... That looks like a plug right there. That was plugged at some point, so that wasn't the one that I mentioned that had a plug in it. That's a different one, so somebody picked up some nails along the way. But the front tires haven't had any issues holding any air. A little bit less light on this side because the sun's on the other side, but as you can see, it's a pretty clean truck, especially for a work truck. Then you can see the tires again. So as far as the compartments, these shelves are adjustable. As you can see in there, all those different spots where you can change the shelf height. The guy did a bunch of, here's this thing right here, where this rod goes through, and I'll show you in the back where this thing goes in and will allow you to lock all these compartments. And the guy did a lot of welding on the truck, and I'll be honest, I think that he did kind of a crappy job. I mean, obviously those welds are pretty ugly. I think those are functional and totally fine for this aspect of it, but there's some welds that aren't satisfactory that I don't like. The gas door, this is not being used because the gas is actually on the other side. That lock mechanism is missing. This one is here and this one is here, but I don't have the key. So here's this compartment, and it's held open with this deal, this cable. You know, that needs to be vacuumed out, maybe cleaned out a little bit. This gasket materials questionable. Again, you've got adjustable compartment shelf heights. There's a little bit of junk down in there. So if you look, this thing right here, when you push it down, that pops the thing up, and then you can put a lock in here. You could put a padlock somehow. I'm not sure how that goes. Oh, I think it goes like this. Sorry, I'm not focusing on that very good. Yeah, it goes like that, and then you get a padlock through that, I think, somehow, like through here, and then that keeps it so those, let's see. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly, but somehow this thing goes in through here and keeps it so those won't open. So I'm not positive on how that works, but there's I think, you know, I haven't opened this top compartment yet. Shoot. Well, I'm not sure how to open that. Well, I was gonna make you a video and have my stuff all together, but anyway, I think somehow these might lift up. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There's some kind of other latch right here. So yeah, this somehow opens up. I'm not really sure because I've never opened it, but as you can see, there's this thing right here. So I think these are like top compartments that hold more stuff, like maybe smaller stuff. Maybe the other side will open. So you can get a good look at the bumper. There's the fill for the airbag. You've got the hitch. Tailgate comes down. Yeah, I swept it out. There was some junk back there. You can take a look at the Rhino liner. It's in decent condition. There's a lot of dust still back there, so I'm sure it needs to be hosed out. Let me see what's up if this one lifts. Yeah, so you've got these compartments again. I think the guy was a plumber, maybe. You've got this compartment. You've got this compartment, and then there's the gas fill right there. I put gas in like last night or 2 nights ago. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Figure out how this thing opens. Anyway, yeah, these open, but I can't figure it out, brother. Okay, so let me open it up. So these things were broken, and I replaced these this morning, and these are money now. But both of them were broken, and I got those for like 25 bucks for the pair. The back seat's super clean and decent, and go ahead and lift that up. At some point they had an amplifier or something in there, some sound system. It's got the dark charcoal gray carpet. It's super decent. It's clean. You know, it's not perfect. It's a 20-year-old work truck, but this seat's got a little bit of wear. This looks maybe like a stain or something. A couple stains, but yeah, it's in pretty clean condition. This is decent. It's not tore up. It's comfortable. The headliner is good. Right here, the headliner's a little bit kind of questionable and tore up, broken up a little bit. I would put some floor mats in here. The carpet looks good, and it's dark. You can see where someone's foot wore through the carpet. I would get some nice rubber floor mats in here. This is typical. This center console, the mechanism down here needs some attention. I would probably, my plan was to just try to buy this bottom section of the whatchamacallit, center console. I'd probably just try to buy one of those. That's a little yucky and dirty in there. I'd probably hit that with the steam cleaner. It's got a Kenwood radio that has Bluetooth and everything else. It's not producing any sound. So I don't know if you want to look up KMMBT 328, but I suspect that this head unit doesn't have any power is probably the issue, so it probably needs an amplifier. So somebody unfortunately screwed into these because they probably messed these up. This right here doesn't go with the truck. It's from another part and it's a little bit chewed up. I would probably go to a junkyard or find a guy and buy this. Actually, I think there's a guy up here in Vegas that has one. The back windows don't go down because those are suicide windows and they pop out. So this is from a different truck. You only need actually these two because this is from a four-door, probably like a Tahoe or something. I would take this part out. As you can tell, that's looking pretty clean in there. Nothing wrong with it. Trying to get you an extensive video because I know you're talking about making quite a drive, and I'd rather give you an excessive amount of content and have you be able to feel good about driving out and not feel too concerned that you don't know what you're getting. So hopefully, if I can get you down here to buy this, hopefully before you get here you'll have a really good look at what we got here. Got your light there. Let's see here. That's locked on that side. Let's see here. I don't have the whatchamacallit. I don't have the security key fobs. That one was also broken. That was replaced this morning. That's brand new. Boom, money. It's like butter. It's just maybe a little dirty in here. But yeah, man, I mean, for a work truck, I would say it's super clean, super decent. The a little bit of peeling down here on the dash and stuff. Oh, there's something for the radio. Here's some DMV paperwork and stuff too. I never even opened that yet. A little bit of peeling right there. The seat is electric and it does go back. However, this little thing's broken, so you kind of just have to fake it. I'm sure you could pop these screws out and pull this off and buy this part at the junkyard and fix that. Again, a little bit of peeling here. You could use some 3M spray and spray that back up. There's a couple of little tears on the headliner, but for the most part, it's pretty good. The windshield's fine. There's not a crack or anything on the windshield, so that's nice. The roof is similar to the hood. The hood, there's no dents or anything, but you do have that peeling clear coat. Same thing up here. You just have like a flat look, and most of the clear coat's already peeled. You don't have any exposed metal, but as you can see, the top don't look too great. Let's see what we got back here. I sure would like to figure out how those open. Those definitely open. It's something I'm doing wrong, but those will both open up, and then I think you can put like small stuff in there, like maybe your hand tools or whatever. And that thing's pretty wide for getting your A-frame for your stone. Should be fine. You can put a ladder rack on it if you wanted to. Let's see what else. Again, they did that same funky thing where they screwed some screws in through there. They do have speakers in the doors, but like I said, I'm not getting any sound at all because I think that head unit doesn't have any amplification. That's what I think the story is on it. Yeah, man. Let's start her up. Sun is going down. It's got Flowmaster 40 exhaust on it. It's pretty beefy. Got started right out. Dude, this thing is a beast. It's almost out of gas, so. Just let it run. You got the temperature, which is cool. This light works. This one, like, the switch is broken in there, so it doesn't work. But this light's been like stuck on, basically. So like sometimes it'll just stay on. But I'm just like trying to leave it off. But this little switch needs to be dealt with. You just got your regular little dealios here, your visors, and exhaust, idle and everything sounds really super decent. There are some things with the welding of the bed and the, I'll show you in a second. The air conditioning, it was got about 66 today. It was pretty hot. I turned the AC on and it was blowing plenty cold. You know, it wasn't blowing, I'll be honest, it wasn't blowing like pounding, so I don't know if maybe the blower, as far as the little plastic motor thing that moves the air, you know, that might need to be replaced. But it was blowing. I mean, it's blowing hard, it just wasn't blowing like blowing your face off. How's it going? Yeah, man, this thing runs really good. So there was a couple things that, like, if I was gonna keep it, were a little bit questionable. So if you look at where that wheel is and that wheel well, obviously that bed is aftermarket and wasn't made for this truck. I'm 99% sure this had a regular 6.5 foot short bed on it. And if you look, oh boy, let me see. All right, my video cut off, but anyway, what I was saying was, let me get back over here. If you look right here, that's where the frame ends, and this is an extension that they put on of some additional frame in order to get this bumper on here, because the frame was for a smaller short bed, and this is like a really long bed. So I'm not really that thrilled with the way those welds look, and right there too, and also right here, the way they welded the trailer hitch on. I don't know why they didn't bolt the trailer hitch on, but the welds for the you can take a look also at the helper bags there. But if I was going to buy this truck, if I was going to be towing anything with any kind of weight, I would probably have a welder grind those welds off and do some proper welds on there for me, because I think those look kind of like crap. Whoever welded those is probably the same guy that did those welds inside the box, and I don't think they did a good job on the welds. They put this extra little plate right here for this welding job. You can see where they added this section back on here because the frame was really short for a short bed, but this is a super long bed that they added. So anyway, the only thing I didn't like about it was I don't like the way they welded that extension on. I don't like the way they welded that hitch on there. You know, if you're gonna do any kind of heavy towing of anything substantial, I would probably want to get rid of get somebody to properly weld that. Man, I wish I could figure out what the story was with this thing. Yeah, anyway, these things definitely open somehow, and I am not smart enough to figure it out, unfortunately. But anyway, that's pretty long video. This thing, yeah, there's another. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I figured it out. Now that is freaking cool, man. That is freaking cool. All those compartments like that for like all your small stuff, blanks, quad, triple, dual, miscellaneous, single. Yeah. So basically the way that works is right here, there's a deal, and then you have to pull that and open that up, and then that's how those open. Those little those things aren't working, so I would definitely get those replaced. Those little air shocks, or those things are toast. It's not working at all. You'll need to replace both of those. Let me see about the other side. Same thing over here on this side. They don't want to stay open, but yeah, all those compartments. Yeah, dude, this truck's awesome, man. I think you're gonna be stoked if you get it. She's still running like a champ. Pretty loud in here. So it's got Flowmaster 40 exhaust duals, and then dumps right after the what do you call it, right after the mufflers. It's pretty loud in here. There's that thing, keeps going on, staying on. That's basically on. Anywho, horn sucks. I'd probably change that horn. That's pretty wimpy. Other than that, yeah, that's blowing pretty good. Yeah, I was running this AC today and it was pumping real. It was 66 out, it was a little warm, and it got ice cold. So actually that's blowing pretty hard. You got an ashtray. That's pretty clean. That looks dusty. It doesn't look like it was ashy. It doesn't smell in here. It definitely doesn't smell like anything smoky. Maybe like a work truck, but nothing like gross or funky or anything. Yeah. Let's see here. I'll flip a U and do that again. Let's see here. Yeah, man, I had a bunch of people make me videos, and they'd make me like a 3-minute video. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna drive 400 miles. Can you give me something I can look at here? I don't want to get too crazy, but a little dip here. Boom. This thing's flopping around. It's kind of annoying. Anywho, yeah, man, that's what we got. Thank you. I'll go on my whatchamacallit, and I'll edit this, but you can see the power windows are good. This one goes up a little slow. You might need to spray a little silicone lubricant or something on the thing. This one works as well. This one works a little better. A little bit. Power door locks.